Chapter 3. The information comes out, and comes out badly. Moneypenny knew that she could not withhold information from James because of her attraction to him. The day after the meeting, the spies walked into Moneypenny's office, laughing and reminiscing about the party. They acknowledged her and proceeded into M's office. Just then, she stopped them.
Gentlemen, you know I would do anything for you, right? Especially you, James. However, I am afraid something isn't right. Have a look at this.
She pulled up from the stack of papers a copy of the information that was in the file from M. She raised it up to them, and James swiped it from her. He read it and handed it to Daniel. Daniel stuck his nose into the file deeper and deeper, and soon lowered the file from his face. Do we know of his whereabouts?
You may want to look on the final page, Daniel,
Moneypenny said as she looked away. Daniel flipped through the packet of papers until he got to the end. The last paper was an invitation to meet up with the clone.
I suggest you go into M's office not knowing anything about this. Perhaps tell him that there is something going on near that meeting, and the two of you must get there immediately.
Bond and Daniel looked over at Moneypenny in a way that she wasn't serious. Double Lady slammed down the file and stomped over to M's door and pulled it open. Bond raced after him. Sir, I demand an explanation. What is this all about? What is this clone person? Daniel, James shouted, back off. Double Lady, how dare you enter this office with that attitude? Now this was supposed to be top secret, but I see that was not able to be accomplished. The door to M's office was still open, and the three men could see Moneypenny sitting down at her desk, taking off her glasses. That woman has been the best secretary I have ever had. It is too bad I will have to let her go now. M started to reach for Moneypenny's file. Double Lady advanced and slammed his hand on M's desk. Sir, I protest. You will not let Miss Moneypenny leave this establishment. Daniel, are you crazy? Said Bond, pulling Double Lady aside. You could lose your job. Now you're taking this news to the next level. Do you really think that's a good idea? M then looked up at Bond. I think you have a good idea, 007. Until further notice, 007, your license to kill is rescinded. You are under orders to give me your license and any weapons that you may have. Now. But, sir, how will I be able to stop this clone if I don't have any weapons? You are not assigned to this mission. Let alone supposed to know about this. 007 just stood there. Do it, Daniel, said James, as he cocked and raised his Walther. Now who's crazy, responded 007. Put the Walther and your license on the desk, and let's go, said James. 007 reached into his pocket and threw the license on the table. He then reached into his jacket and unclipped his Walther from the holster and placed it on the desk. James lowered and unlocked the pistol and put it back into his shoulder holster. 007, I'm putting Mr. Slady in your custody. Keep a close watch on him. I don't want any other off-the-rails missions. The spies started to leave, and Daniel looked back to see M grabbing Moneypenny's file. The spies exited and closed both doors. So? Moneypenny asked. Moneypenny, I'm afraid you're going to have to come with us. Daniel, call Serena, and tell her to meet us at the Eastman Hotel in Rochester, New York. 007 looked puzzled. Of all places, why choose there? It pays to know people, Bond said. Daniel got out his phone. The three headed down to the MI6 garage. There was a guard posted at the entrance of the garage. Bond, 007, and Moneypenny showed their passes and hopped into a BMW. The guard looked back and rolled up one of his sleeves and pulled a wristwatch up to his mouth. They're on the move, he said.